His name was carved into stone. His family buried an empty coffin. His mother never stopped crying. They kept his photo on the mantle for 3 years. Then one night, the phone rang. She almost didn't answer. There was silence for 10 seconds. Then, a voice she hadn't heard in 3 years. She dropped to her knees. This is the true story of Sergeant James Harlow. The year was 2003. The place? A jungle on the edge of war. James Harlow was 24 years old, a week from going home. His unit was given one final mission, simple, routine. He joked with his best friend Marcus that morning. He wrote a letter to his mother, folded it, put it in his pocket. They moved out at 0500. Everything was quiet. Then the jungle erupted. 3 men went down in the first 10 seconds. James dragged Marcus 50 meters through enemy fire. He called for backup. The radio was dead. He could hear them coming. He pressed himself into the mud and did not breathe. They walked 3 feet from his face. He waited an hour. Then he moved. Alone, no weapon, no map, 6 miles from base. That night, the jungle spoke to him in ways he'd never heard. On the second day, he started hearing his mother's voice. He survived on rainwater and wild roots. By day 3, he was crawling. Then, a light in the distance. A sentry spotted him and nearly shot him. James collapsed at the gate. They worked on him for 2 hours, but his commanding officer had already made the call. Sergeant James Harlow, KIA, filed at 1400 hours. 2 officers drove to his mother's house that same afternoon. She knew the moment she saw their faces. They gave her the flag. She didn't cry, not then, but James was alive, and no one knew. A paperwork error kept him listed as dead for 3 years. When he was finally discharged, the world had moved on. He went to the memorial. He saw his own name in the stone. He stood there for a long time. He called the number he'd memorized as a child. She answered. He couldn't speak for 30 seconds. He drove through the night. He knocked on her door at 3 in the morning. A light turned on inside. He heard her footsteps, the same shuffle he remembered. The door opened. She didn't say a word. She just reached up and touched his face. And James Harlow, a man who survived 3 days alone in a jungle, broke down. She held him like he was still 7 years old. 3 years of silence, undone in a single moment. They stayed up until sunrise talking. He pulled the letter from his pocket, the one he wrote the morning of the mission. She read it 3 times. His name is still on the wall, and he visits it every year. James Harlow is 45 years old today. He lives 3 blocks from his mother. Some men survive the war. The lucky ones survive coming home. Thanks for watching.